as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because
continues to fight for yards. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Handoff to the single running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. The short hands. It's a small. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here.
Here we go.
Quarterback keeps it. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Flips it out to the back. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted this, same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Tatum. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hubbard. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll take it himself. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take on. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Leaves it with the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. He's up to 57 yards rushing in this game, and what a year he's had, getting closer and closer to 1,800 for the season. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Let's go! Let's go! It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this guy is one of the best receivers in college football, and the defense knows it too, right? They've been watching film, and that time on third down, they had him double covered. That's a big reason why that ball fell incomplete.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking for a man. It's Tatum. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Using his feet. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Tatum. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hubbard. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Hubbard. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown Trojans!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Tatum. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Hubbard. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. He splits the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football form out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to throw, it's Tatum. Zings it complete to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
First down. They get to him as he throws. Working that left side. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At the 27. Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to him. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let it go. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
RD, what a play by the safety, and the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover 2 and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes and reading him. He takes him right to the football. Free safety jumps the route, makes the INT.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He'll keep it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Looking for a man. It's Tatum. Got it in the middle. It's Hubbard. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out quickly. Bulldozes his way through. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You got these defenders, they are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback on the keeper. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, looking to pass. Right down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking downfield, it's Tatum. Lets it fly. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks, right? These are the decisions you have to make as a coach. Do I want to go for it? Continue to maybe run some clock. I'd love to kick a field goal when it's at 1, right? I want on the clock and walk out with a dub. Big decision here because you might have to go play some defense and get a stop if you kick the field goal now.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Catch in the middle, it's small. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Close to the marker, it's small. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He's at touchdown Irish. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Just keep slinging it. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. That's reeled in. It's Hubbard. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The short hands. It's Hubbard. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Breaks into the open.
With the carry, it's the run back. Gain of 19 on the play. 1st down on the offense.
After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another...